मैं निकला ओ गड्डी लेके ओ रस्ते पर ओ सड़क में एक मोड़ आया।
एक मोड़ आया और तुमने अपना बिलौटी दिमाग धुलने के लिए वहां छोड़ आया और अब तुम्हारा दिमाग सब्जियों के साथ फ्रिज में रास रचा रहा है। तो तुरंत जाओ और फौरन अपना दिमाग लेकर आओ, क्योंकि खूब जमेगा रंग जब मिल बैठेंगे बैक बेंचर्स तुम और तुम्हारा दिमाग संग, क्योंकि यहां तुम्हें मिलेगा तुम्हारी सभी समस्याओं का समाधान।
क्या समाधान?
ओ सुल्तानी बिलौटे, मैं उन समस्याओं की बात नहीं कर रहा। तो मैं कह रहा था कि तुम्हें यहां मिलेगा तुम्हारे सभी समस्याओं का समाधान। सीखोगे तुम वही विज्ञान के पुराने रंग इन अ न्यू ढंग। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट बिना किए समय भंग। In order for a tree to carry out photosynthesis and maintain its overall health, water and nutrients need to move throughout the entire tree against gravity. How does the plant manage this? Without an organ like a heart that pumps fluid, as we will see, water is pulled from the roots to the leaves through a process called transpiration. In addition, water potential drives the movement of water from one area of the plant to another using osmosis, gravity, and the surface tension of water. Transpiration begins in the leaves. The arrangement of cells and structures in the leaf facilitate the movement of gases and water into and out of the leaf. A leaf contains several layers of specialized cells. The upper epidermis is one cell layer thick that provides a protective covering. Below that layer is a mesophyll tissue. Cells in the palisade mesophyll layer are sites for photosynthesis, secretion, as well as the storage of food and water. The spongy mesophyll layer contains a looser arrangement of cells where spaces between cells aid in gas exchange and the passage of water vapor from the leaves. Throughout the lower epidermal tissues are stomata, which are microscopic openings flanked by guard cells that help gases pass into and out of the plant. Water vapor evaporates from the leaf by a process known as transpiration. The spongy mesophyll layer contains arrangement of vascular tissue consisting of xylem and phloem that are specialized for the transport of water and nutrients throughout the plant. The vascular tissue extends from the leaves through the stem to the roots. So now, what is xylem? Water is transported in xylem from the roots where the water potential is higher up to the leaves where the water potential is lower. The arrangement of tissues, the functions of the cells, and the water potential determine the direction in which water will move through a plant. Water passes out of the leaf as water vapor through the stomata. The water vapor lost from the leaves is replaced with water that enters through the roots and is brought up through the stems in xylem. Xylem is composed of vessels which are continuous tubes formed from dead hollow cylindrical cells arranged end to end, and tracheids, which are dead cells that taper at the ends, overlap this arrangement, and the polar nature of water molecules allow water to pass in an unbroken stream through the xylem, from the roots up through the shoots and into the leaves. Adhesion is the attraction of water molecules to a surface such as wall of the xylem. Cohesion is the hydrogen bonding between water molecules. Together, adhesion and cohesion allow water to move through the xylem in a continuous stream from the roots up through the stem to replace water from the leaves. Through the stomata, water enters the plant through the epidermal cells and the roots and travel in the xylem. Water potential in the cells of the root increases when Symporter pumps in the plasma membrane allow protons to pass into the cell, traveling down their concentration gradient. These pumps couple the transport of proton with the transport of minerals and other solutes into the cell. Water follows into the cell driven by osmosis. The presence of aquaporin channels in the membrane enhances osmosis, allowing a bulk flow of water from the soil into the roots. So now, what is phloem? The other main vascular tissue is phloem. Phloem transports carbohydrates that are produced in the leaves to the cells in the roots and stems where they are used and stored. Conduction in phloem is carried out through two kinds of elongated cells, sieve cells and sieve tube members. Most angiosperms contain sieve tube members. Both types of cells have cluster of pores known as sieve areas that are abundant on the overlapping ends of the cells. These structures aid in the movement of carbohydrates like sucrose that are manufactured in the leaves and carried in the phloem throughout the plant by a process called translocation. Turgor pressure increases in the sieve tube members as sucrose from the surrounding cells is brought into the phloem through active transport. Water then enters flowing from xylem by osmosis, which drives the transport of carbohydrates in the phloem. Water movement in vessels is one way, while transport in sieve tube members can go in both directions. Water potential is an important driver in both xylem and phloem transport, but only phloem transport utilizes both active and passive transport. Our heart pumps blood throughout our bodies to provide nutrients and water to our cells. Vascular plants can accomplish this same feat without a heart using transpiration. Water potential and translocation to move water and nutrients, minerals to all parts of the plant. So now in the next class, we will talk about holozoic nutrition. Human digestion is the main part of holozoic nutrition that we have to study in class 10th. I won't go off syllabus or off topic, so let's keep it confined to the syllabus of NCERT and to the latest syllabus prescribed by CBSE. So in the next class, we will discuss about human digestion. What is human digestion and how the big molecules of food ingested by us are broken down into micromolecules and macromolecules and are used for various purposes of our body, or how the energy is derived from those foods. All that would be discussed in the next class in the human digestion. Do watch our previous videos regarding the chapter life processes. Till then, stay tuned. We will meet soon with a new topic, new chapter. Thanks a lot, and kindly subscribe and share the content so that it reaches millions.